Bonjour tout le monde. Hello, everyone.
Prime Minister, this morning when you approached President Trump before the meeting, did you apologize to him for your remarks last night at Buckingham Palace? And if so, what was his response?
We had a great meeting yesterday between me and the President. We talked about the kinds of things that really matter to Canadians, whether it's how we've been moving forward on NATO, whether the progress being made and NAFTA is going to continue, which we're confident it will. We talked about the challenges of China, and we also talked about a few things. Last night I made a reference to the fact that there was an unscheduled press conference before my meeting with President Trump, and I was happy to take part of it, but it was certainly notable. And I've had a number of good conversations with the President over the course of this day and yesterday.
When you told President Macron and Prime Minister Johnson that you saw Trump's team of advisors' jaws drop yesterday, what were you referring to? What was it that caused that surprise among them?
We were all surprised and I think pleased to learn that the next G7 will be at Camp David. I think that was an unscheduled announcement, and I think everyone's team, every different leader has teams who every now and then have their jaws drop at unscheduled surprises, like that video itself, for example.
Prime Minister Lee Berthiaume, Canadian Press. What value did you see for Canada in talking about President Trump behind his back that way?
I think we recognize that there are, as we talk to G7 leaders, an interest in where the next G7 meeting is going to be, and I was pleased to share with them the story of how that came about, that we are going to be gathering apparently in Camp David in the coming year for the G7 meeting.
And how do you respond to those who say you may have jeopardized USMCA, other bilateral relations with the U.S. with your comments, and will you be more careful in the future?
The relationship we have with the United States is an extraordinarily important and effective one. We have renegotiated NAFTA to be a better deal for Canadians, for Americans, and for Mexicans. We're moving forward on military collaborations. We're working together on the world stage on a broad range of things, and the relationship between Canada and the United States is extremely strong, and I have a very good relationship with President Trump and